My name is Deanie Pickering, great-granddaughter of George and Edith Vanderbilt. Each Christmas is special for us here at Biltmore, but this year is particularly meaningful as we welcome guests back following Tropical Storm Helene. We want to thank you all for the outpouring of support shown for our region. Before the storm, we recorded interviews reflecting on the 40th anniversary of our Candlelight Christmas Evenings celebrations. During this period of recovery, we are leaning into this holiday season filled with hope. And it is our hope you can experience the joy of the season for yourself this Christmas at Biltmore. So, Bill, do you remember before we started Candlelight Christmas, what Christmas was like in Biltmore House?
Well, yeah, I remember it was beautiful. I mean, like it is now. I mean, the themes of Christmas that we set up, going back to the originals that we found from the New York Times article when they opened the house in 1895 at Christmas. We used those black and white photographs and interpreted that to color and real life. It was just an incredibly beautiful display. At the time, I was the project coordinator for the winery, and it wasn't a winery back then. It was an abandoned dairy that had been abandoned in 1959, and we were in the process of turning it into a winery between 1983 and 1985 when we actually opened it.
So one of my first jobs was in marketing, and I did special events, and Candlelight Christmas was one of my first projects to work with the team on, and I was in charge of booking all the music for the evenings. And so, but not only booking it, I had to set it up as well, because we were a much smaller team back then. And so I remember coming every evening and setting up music stands and the seats and making sure that the musicians were in the right rooms at the right time. And it was really fun. I mean, we had such great camaraderie with everyone who was putting this on. It was a wonderful time.
Yeah, that's for sure, and that's when we first started working with Travis Tatham as well.
Yes, indeed.
My name is Travis Tatham, and I am Director of Events and Guest Experience Development. I started at Biltmore in January of 1984, and prior to starting that December, I had visited a candlelight experience at another historic property. It was really well done and just a very memorable experience for me. Biltmore had been producing Christmas at Biltmore for several years, and I had the good fortune of going to our leadership team, sharing the concept that I had just experienced with them, and from then it just grew, it just exploded.
I have a fond memory of being out in that line with really cold weather, and this gentleman who looked to me to be perfectly dressed in a New York style suit with a hat and everything, and it was raining, and it was about 32 degrees and maybe 33 degrees, and he walked up to me and he said, "Is this really worth waiting in that line to go see?" And I said, "Well, sir, it's beautiful in the house, and the fireplaces are incredible. It's music, it's wonderful." And then later in the day, I saw him having lunch at Stable, and he came over to me and said I was right. It's definitely worth it, and he's had a great time and really appreciated it.
I love hearing our family say, "Wow, this is just amazing and phenomenal." And how blessed are we to be able to do that? And it gives them an opportunity to experience America's largest home like they would have done had they been a guest of George and Edith Vanderbilt at the turn of the century. The attention to detail, the extra time that everybody takes to create that wow, awe, and wonder. And that's what I feel when I see the house every year. And I've seen it for 41 years now. And you never really get tired of that magical, wow, this looks amazing and phenomenal. It's quite impressive, all the work that goes into it. It's just a really, really special place.
So with the next generation coming on, your children, my children, being involved in the business, do you see any changes or anything coming off in the future that might be different or exciting with the next generation?
Well, I know that our children are now fully grown, and they've grown up with this throughout their whole lives. And my hope is that they value these traditions as much as we do, and it sure seems to be the case.
It does.
They really like the Christmas traditions here.
It's been a tremendous journey. I'm gratified that some of our traditions have become traditions of our guests, and they have come and they've built Christmas into their holiday season, and that's just, for me, the most wonderful part of it, the effect that we've had on our guests and this Christmas celebration. And really dating back to our great-grandfather, George Vanderbilt, who loved the Christmas holiday as much as we do, maybe more, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
The story of Candlelight Christmas at Biltmore is the story of family, my family and yours. All who enter the gates of this beautiful estate experience the magic of the season. In the crisp mountain air of Asheville's winter evenings, a friendly glow shines from this place. Yes, there is the glow of candles, luminaries, and fireplaces, but there's something more, and I invite you to come and experience it for yourself. You've heard our story. Now it's time to come and write your own. From all of us here at Biltmore, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.